The Jack Reed Senior Leadership Award is the Create Foundation's way to celebrate outstanding men and women in our region whose lives over time have exemplified the best in community service. Dad truly loved pitching in and giving back to our region, to Tupelo and beyond. Whether it was helping children with their public education opportunities, whether it was helping families help pay rent or get food, or whether it was helping build the economic base of each community, he really enjoyed the opportunity to work with others in a volunteer way to make progress for their communities. In sports terms, Dad was, I guess you could say, a five-star recruit. Each volunteer today is also a five-star volunteer recruit who have made outstanding contributions. Time is our most precious asset. Each of these honorees has given what is their most precious possession, their time, to benefit others. From all of us at Create in our region, congratulations and thank you.
I've known Betsey for over 40 years. She's just a trailblazer as far as a community advocate. Because of her actions, New Albany and Union County, and really the state, is better. When you think of Betsey, you just know her by her first name. When you think about people that are known by their first name, that means that their impact on the community is great. Not only culturally, but their uniqueness and just her public presence. People know who Betsey is. I laugh at her all the time because when people see Betsey coming, it's almost like a mound of ants that are waiting to be poked. And when she's coming, they just like scatter all over because she's coming not to drink coffee with you. She's coming for a purpose. She sees issues and she has this great vision of what the future looks like. And so with issues, she provides solutions, and with visions, she rallies the troops and the teams together. Betsey was very instrumental in getting the Union County Heritage Museum off the ground. She was on the forefront of the Tanglefoot Trail creation over 10 years ago. And that was a project that not only affected New Albany, but 5 other cities and 3 other counties. So her projects have impact in North Mississippi. Loves preservation and she loves history, and therefore she was chosen to sit on the Mississippi Department of Archives and History's board. She was one of 7 Mississippians chosen through the governor's office to look at the old Mississippi flag and the impact it was having on the state. She and those 6 other people designed the new flag, and Mississippi is better for that. We were in discussion the other day and she said something that has really stuck with me. She says, you know, Billie Jean, you don't have to have a title to be a leader. And I thought, sister, you just summed yourself up. Betsey is known as Betsey, and I can't think of a more deserving person for this award than Betsey, whose last name happens to be Hamilton, but we'll always know her as Betsey. And so I just want to say congratulations, Betsey, well deserved.
Well, the first word that I would use just to describe Jane is that she's just a delight. She is a strong person. She has the courage of her convictions and doesn't shy away from speaking up. And she loves this community, which is her home. And I think Jane has probably reflected the so-called Tupelo spirit for all of her adult years, and motivated by that spirit to try to make this community a better place for all God's children. You know, Jane has taken a very active leadership role in community organizations. She's been president of the Tupelo Junior Auxiliary, president of the Tupelo Garden Club, active at the North Mississippi Medical Center, active with the Tupelo Community Theater, active with the Gumtree Museum of Art, active in supporting different bond issues that have been held in the community. She's a former chairperson of Mississippi Methodist Senior Services, you know, a statewide organization headquartered here in Tupelo, whose mission is to serve older adults in the spirit of Christian love. And so Jane has given a lot of her time and energy and support. Jane and Jack Reed Sr. were close friends. And she had such common connections with Jack of supporting public education and community development. and working in the spirit of the great commandment of loving God and loving neighbor. There are just a lot of similarities between the two of them, and I believe if Jack Reed Sr. Were here still in this earthly kingdom, I think he would celebrate with all of us Jane's selection for this award. I think a remarkable thing about Jane, at a time when many people of her age might be not as involved, not as engaged in the community, Jane's engagement and her leadership in the community continues to this day. If there's something going on in the community and especially something worthy in the community, Jane's going to be there with her gift of presence. She's not slowed down. She's just as passionate and committed to the community as she's been for the 58 years that I've been blessed to know her. Jane loves the University of Mississippi, and she is an avid follower of all of the Ole Miss sports teams. And so Jane, I'm honored to have this opportunity to speak about you. I so value your friendship, and as a fellow member of the Ole Miss family, Jane, I want to say hotty toddy, congratulations.
Well, I've had the pleasure of serving on several different boards with Bobby. The first time I got to know Bobby was through the Lowndes Community Foundation Board, the local affiliate of Create in Lowndes County. He was really deeply involved in that board when I first got on. In fact, he was kind of one of the godfathers of that board that kind of brought it along and helped it move from its infancy into being a real viable standalone board with a reputation of excellence in the community. And that reputation in a lot of ways is tied to Bobby Harper's name. When I ask people about Bobby and I ask them what Bobby has meant to them or what they think about when they think of Bobby Harper, one of the terms that came up a couple of times that I think is a great description of Bobby is that he's a gentle giant. He's definitely a gentleman. A lot of people describe him as a classic Southern gentleman, with his Southern accent, and he's so kind and soft-spoken. But the reason they call him a gentle giant is because while he doesn't always talk just to hear himself talk, when he does open his mouth to speak, people listen because he consistently brings value in what he adds to the conversation. Whether he was involved in a Tenn-Tom Waterway Board, the Lowndes Community Foundation, the Create Foundation, any of the other boards and initiatives he was involved in our community, he always added value, and people respected his voice because they knew when he spoke, it was going to be valuable. It was going to add value to the conversation, and it means something. Bobby's been a voice of wisdom in every circumstance in which I've interacted with him. He's a consistent, steady, reliable person. Bobby is a true public servant. He has served in a number of capacities, not because it brings anything to him. He never serves because it brings him personal gain, because it brings him notoriety. Bobby serves because it's important to the community. He loves the community, he loves the people of our community, and he serves because he knows that there's something that he can do to make a difference. He adds his wisdom and his knowledge and his voice to a cause, and it advances that cause.